Chapter 7 From Silence to Success. The story of a piano magician. The audience rose to their feet, clapping loudly. The musician on the stage bowed. He looked at the admiring faces in front of him and smiled, thinking of those days when people used to make fun of him, ignore him, push him aside. When Pratik was born, his parents proudly took him home. He was a cute baby, smiling at everyone. As he grew up, his parents noticed that he could not talk properly. He found it difficult to say many of the words. He would stutter and stammer. They took him to many doctors and specialists. Despite treatment, Pratik continued to stammer. Sadly, the parents gave up trying. When Pratik started going to school, the other children made fun of him. No one wanted to be his friend. When a teacher asked him a question, Pratik knew the answer, but he took so long to say it that the teacher lost interest. Besides, there was so much giggling in the class when he stood up and spoke that the teachers stopped getting him to participate. Pratik became quieter and quieter. He spent all of his time reading books. Books did not make fun of him. Books allowed him to discover many things. But Pratik was not happy. One day, as he was walking past the music room, he heard a beautiful melody. The music teacher was playing the piano. Pratik slipped into the music room and stood looking at the piano, fascinated. How did the teacher bring out such wonderful sounds from that instrument? The teacher stopped playing and noticed Pratik standing near the door. As Pratik turned to leave, the teacher called out, "Pratik, would you like to play the piano?"
I don't know how to play.
Pratik started to say. "I will teach you if you want to learn," offered the teacher. Pratik was on cloud 9. His life was now filled with books and music. He learned to play songs and to read musical notes. His fingers flew across the piano keyboard as he filled the room with the music that he played. Children and teachers passing by the corridor would stop and listen to the music. He started performing in school concerts. When the students and teachers clapped, he would smile, bow to them, then turn back to his piano. After a while, Pratik came to be known as the piano magician. The music teacher was proud of Pratik's talent, but she expected more. One day she told him, "Pratik, you are a good pianist, but if you do not talk to people, how will you manage in the world outside?"
But,
began Pratik, horrified. "You could speak well if you put your mind to it. When you got speech treatment, you were a little child and you did not know how to help yourself. Now you are older. If you want to, you can find ways to help yourself get over the stammer. Even if you can't, then learn to speak confidently despite your stammer." The teacher also spoke to Pratik's parents. They decided to try again. With the help of the teacher, they found a speech therapist who taught Pratik ways to control his stammer. After repeated attempts, Pratik was able to manage his stammer. This gave him the confidence to talk to the people who were interested in his music. Though he did not get over his stammer completely, he was able to talk quite well. All those years of reading books had given him so much knowledge that he could talk intelligently about any subject. Pratik's skill with the piano continued to grow from year to year. After passing out of school, he trained in Western music. His musical talent won him several awards. Over the years, he became one of the top pianists in the country. The auditorium was always full whenever he gave a recital. Pratik was on top of the world. Now, when he looks at the audience clapping loudly for him, in his mind he thanks his first music teacher and his parents for never giving up on him.